Hello guys, just a quick one. I'm really stuck and I really need to stay focused on the lights. That is it. This is what this weekend is about. This is what everything last night was about. And then last night I was watching something from a completely different point of view. And obviously I advocate for parents that are being criminalised because of conditions, mental health, learning difficulties. And the other side was showing you a completely different side. But the thing about this was a woman who was talking about obviously what was going on in the future. And it was about a woman who had actually gone and killed her own children. So on one side of the coin, we've got all of these families that are being failed, but on the other side of the coin we've got children that are being failed. So it's like, how do we find this actual line between what's going on with multi-agency framework, what's going on within families? Take even me and Dean as a situation right now. I really do want to use my money right now to drive the boys up to Dean's home and come back here and get on with what I've got to do. But I can't. Why can't I do that? Because the man said to me he was going for full custody. If I put myself in a situation where I put my children 5.5 hours away, not even just up the road. Elijah, can you just respect this or I won't be taking you to any lights tonight? And I mean it. I mean it, because you're behaving so well out there and then you're kicking off at home so you can make it so you go out. And it's not the way it works. They're blessings, mate, based on your behaviour at home. Yes, you can have a yoghurt. Go take your yogurts. Yes, go take your yogurts. But I tell you what, you will not be kicking off in this house to force me to take you down to Explorer. You know this. This does not work this way. And it's back to you guys. It's like children, yeah? Children will manipulate you. Shiloh, I've told you I'm on a live, mate. Excuse me. Just because we're at home, it doesn't mean when you're at home, you can go, oh, I can drive mummy up the wall. She'll take us to the park or she'll do that. We live at home and we work from home and we do what we do from home. And all that world out there is a blessing to us. So last night, I tried to do a live to explain what the frequency is going to do. So basically, as you know, they aim, so Elon Musk, blue thingamajig, Richard Branson, China, Russia, all of these people that are dealing with everything in space, so in the atmosphere. So you know full well that I showed you live. For those that have been following me, I've showed you all the way. So you cannot say to me that when this coin flipped, that everything that I said was wrong, because I've proved it. I've proved that from lockdown, that while all of those so-called roads for quarantine and COVID and everything, I've proved to you what replaced there. So either towers or things that have gone on, or the fact that now children are going to be on face recognition. I've showed you the systems that have gone into the shops based on crime prevention, everything on prevention, everything on safeguarding, everything on health and safety. That's how easy my fingers go out. Can you see it? But last night I did a live to show you what was about me, what I'm about, why I'm here, what I'm advocating for, why my children were taken, to show you that Ehlers-Danlos syndrome isn't the easiest condition to claim to have. When you start manipulating DNA, when you start manipulating frequency, what can happen? Say, hypothetically, use the mental health as a example, right? The mental health used to do electrodes on people. They still do. There's a massive big thing going on at the moment as we speak to make sure that this stuff stops. When I was put into the Ridgewood, and I explained to you, didn't I, that there was a lad in there before, and I was in the Ridgewood because nobody believed me what was going on with my body, told that my body was breaking down because of what I'd been through and all the trauma, and I'd finally had a conversion disorder. No, I was living with hypermobility and an EDS, and I'd finally got to an age where my body was saying, you have not had any medical care, nobody is believing you, and you need to get the correct care. And I wasn't. I was sent to mental health. Now, the lad that was there had meningitis and it was causing him depression, and he'd just been put on one of the units. It only ever shows me there's one person watching my lives, by the way. So on the live that I did last night, trying to explain something with watching out with the frequency. If you get lots of what would be called tinnitus ringing in your ears, if you find that your shoulders are tensing a lot more, if you get any nosebleeds, if you find that you're quite itchy quite a lot, things like this, that means that the gamma rays around you are changing, and they are actually, and I showed you even last night on the video how to do all of the energy and to see the energy and to see the line all colouring all the way around. Now the moon's going to turn red. I think it's tonight the moon goes red. Very apt with all this shine of light, isn't it? But last night, as I was talking, yes, I used a video in the background, and I did. So is AI sitting on the lives? And I mean just a system in there. So if I turn around and go, just 2 seconds, Shiloh, you can both take the other two, and that's it. And then just give me some space just to do this, because I'm rattled enough as it is over all of this. So...
Well, where's my outprint?
No, that's for cooking. It's for your painting. It's here, but it's been washed.
Where?
It is here.
Oh, what's where?
All right, put your apron on. So last night, whether it be AI or anything, just to wait, it's going over your head. It was the first time my live had been interrupted and blocked while I was on it. And it wasn't during anything. I was actually sort of like in my freestyle as I was. And then it just blocked me. And it just said, your live has been blocked, right? It's never done that. Usually I'll post it up. And as you know, I'll play music in the background. I'm trying to see if it's AI. I'm trying to see what's going on. And I do it because obviously copyrights. Now... Again, in crime prevention, to protect people from exploitation of copyrights. So say even if I say, I said my words, I am one, I cannot do everything, but I can do something, and I will not let what I can do interfere with what I can't. I've been in the name of Kellie Kellie Cottam. That would be a lie. That would be plagiarism, because that quote was said by somebody else. And officially, AI should be able to go, she's just said this, she's just quoted somebody, that's plagiarism. And plagiarism software could go, right, shut her down because she is using somebody else's work. Or I could sit here and go, there was an old farmer who sat on a ricker teaching her children to play with their hopscotch and marbles from the old days of York. There was an old lady who looked like a very nice young lady who walked like a duck, said she'd invented a new way to re-educate the children all doing their bit. And down at the cowsheds, a shoveling up refuge for the farmer whose name is What Hunt, said he'd invented a new way to... Now... AI could then come in and go, she just said duck. And they can go, beep. She just said fuck, wanking, bastard, cunt, paedophile, stupid, arsehole, wanker, right? AI, you are a fucking cunt. I think you are a fucking cunt. You're a wanker. You're a bitch. And go. Now, officially, AI and the rules could say, in this world, we're going to beep you if you cross the line. But what was weird about my process on my live last night is it completely stopped me. Then it put up the message to say, you have people waiting for your live. So then I came back in it and it let me carry on. Then it said there was only one person on my live. Then I lived again and they shut it down and it said only you can see this live. Hence why you get the one where I'm showing you from the picture that I did, because I was only testing it. Then I decided to kick off. Then I decided to have a rant because I felt like I was being locked down to all of you, but one person was sitting there. And it wasn't AI. So then I started a little bit freaked out last night because even my neighbour across the road had her curtain completely twitched. I was lobbying my end and ended up falling asleep. That's a shame. I wish somebody had actually been on it and then saw it go and could have screenshot what happened to my live on that side. So am I crossing lines where I'm personal responsibility and I've got to toe the line because it's the right thing to do for the best interest of society? Then yes, you could turn around and say, like my cousin said the other day, Kellie, your language is atrocious. And if my mum and my dad were around, they'd be really ashamed of me because they don't even like to see me smoking. Now, when I represented Joe Medforth at his funeral, one of his friends wrote a message saying, see you later, land, and I'll put a fag down by your burial. So then when I read this out, and I did actually read another one about a joint, and I thought, I better not read that one out because obviously it's his mum and dad and family. But they didn't even know he smoked. So it was like, hang on a minute. So where does this blood on our hands go as far as, like, AI could now officially for pulling up an historical sword, especially for a mother who's played a video about a mother of 2 children that have been killed. But I was trying to show you the perception of the people who were having to deal with this. I was trying to show you a perception of me here having to say, have all of these parents unlawfully and unnecessarily had their children taken? Because even I worry, because on the phone today I had to listen to Dean say something to the boys about how much he loved them and he's got a home for them, and it's like, hang on a minute, don't start doing this. Then saying to the boys, oh, don't let your mum stress you out, and it's like, hang on a minute, it's actually very peaceful in this home. No different to when my mum stepped in to take Elijah and then said to me, your son hasn't even got a routine, and it's like, hang on a minute, he's breastfed. So how can you take a child that was breastfed, naturally fed by his mother, take him, put him with his grandmother, and then ask for the baby to have exactly the same routine that it had with his mother? Because you're actually giving him a bottle and things like that. You've changed his sleep times and his habits and everything. And then you're having a go and you're targeting at the mother saying this child's got no routine. That's bollocks. You're taking a child and putting them into a completely different environment. Now, I want my children to have multiple homes. I want them to understand that the world is their oyster. I want them to grow up not having the limiting belief systems and mindset that's created by a low-level system. We have what's called low-level, middle level, and upper level. It doesn't make either one of them right. What it means is that we are free to create our own minds and thinkings because we were given free will to be who we were created to be as brothers, sisters, and daughters of Christ. Now, at the end of the day, we can continue in the ways that we're going and conform to the ways of the world. And if we do, we know we're going to nowhere but not heaven. So if we continue in this way, and if we keep going on, the thing that I have to come back to is this point. Is it paranoia or just being aware? Now, it's completely triggered me off. It sent me off in a spin. Last night, I even thought of packing everything and getting in the car and going to Dean. But then I'm thinking, hang on a minute. If I go up to Dean and I'm sitting there and me and Dean have an argument and it's really strange, and then I'm trying to leave with the kids and he's then saying, but the kids are safe with me, and he's trying to get me removed, and it's like, whoa, man, you ain't setting me up for fucking nothing. So now the battlefield of the mind starts, and then you start becoming a poet because the heart and the mind just can't cope with the emotions that you've either got to go into the third person, talking from I to them and Kellie. So then we become fragmented and we start becoming split personalities and being different around different people. So people can point the fingers and go, but she's quiet, but she's loud, but she's this, but she's that. It's so tiring, I can't do it anymore. But if somebody is sitting on my lives, being that I am on United Nations and I was in the paper, I find this a little bit... But like we said, and Lizzie's just reminded me, to respond and not react. And that's what I've done this morning by not coming back in attack. I haven't had a chance to look over my lives because some of them I just can't see. Some of them are blocked. Even Amber can't put them over on YouTube. But YouTube, maybe they're doing it too, because YouTube and all of these platforms are all part of the very same metaphysics that's coming in. One day you'll be able to see all the movements that I do, being able to see them transparent through somewhere else with somebody mimicking and taking every part of me. I don't know, darling. My neck is hurting. My back is crushed. My bum feels like I bent over and took it up the ass. But no, I didn't. I'm talking about my coccyx for this art cupboard.
You don't do that.
Do you know what, right? He says I don't look after his stuff. He's still got his mixers in here.
You don't do that.
He's still got all of his freaking discs in
You
here.
don't do that.
No, we will do the tie-dyeing. We've got tie-dyeing in here to do. You can't have Daddy's mixer. I've still got his bloody artwork in it. And it pisses me off. No, that's all Daddy's stuff, darling.
What
And
that red thing? What that red thing?
what red thing?
That red.
This one, the book.
Yeah.
This one here is one of my favourite teachers in the whole damn world, mate. Robert Winston. Evolution,
No.
resolution. Or revolution, even.
Paper.
From Darwin to DNA.
My paint book.
Which paint book are you looking for?
When I paint.
Oh, there's the dinosaur one you've been looking for.
No, pink one.
No, you haven't got the white one that you paint over anywhere. Oh, Elijah! Watch this. Guess what I've just found? There's only one I've just found, but guess what I've just found?
What is it?
Which hand?
That one?
In the kitchen with it?
No. Up. I'm going to drop it.
I was expecting more of a thump. I think that's like, oh, I've been looking for that for so long. Right, anyway, Shiloh's looking for something and my head is gone. Everybody's rattling me and I just want to fuck off with my kids, but then I'll become a parent alienator myself. I couldn't do it to them and I couldn't do it to Dean, but I can't be arsed with the main games.
Main game? You could spot it.
Or maybe it's all in my head. But when somebody plants a seed of doubt and trust is gone, what can you do? But now, then I see the world from a different perspective and I find it really hard. To all you dads out there and the dads that don't like the mother, please don't ever tell them you're going to take the children, because then it's very difficult for them to drop them off and go off with peace of mind, knowing that they can just go and do what they want to do, or even just get off. But at the end of the day, the mother should have the mindset and the peace of mind that the children with their father's safe. And when she knocks on the door or he returns at 6 o'clock or whatever the arrangement is, that it's all just fine. So anyway, guys, my son is upset. So don't worry, be happy. Don't plagiarise, don't lie, don't steal, don't hurt people. If you can't help them, don't hinder them. And you never know what battlefields of the mind somebody may be going through. Don't call them mad. Don't call them crazy. Don't say you've lost the plot. Some people just need somewhere to offload and to know when to stop. To have people around them to say, hey, Kelly, the light switch is on tonight. Don't forget you've got to be somewhere at so much time. Keep focused. Keep going, girl. Don't react, but respond. They might have taken the morning. You might have fucked up. You might have not got things done. But stay focused, keep moving forward. There's a light switch on today because we in Portsmouth, we're going to shine. But we can all shine too. So you shine, I shine, we all shine. Get out of the darkness and out of your shadows. My son is now hollering me and I have to be a practical mother. But keep the shadows behind you and keep your light shining, because this is the light of mine. And you've got to let it shine. So, Amber, when I say what time have I got to be somewhere, I mean when the lights go on tonight. Where have we got to be? What sort of money do I need? How much are the rides? We're going to a Christmas light show tonight. There's lots of light shows. I need to be there on time for everything. Because as you see, I missed the main event where good old Stephen Morgan was playing with the shadows. And I should have been there. So make sure I'm there on time. It's only God's timing in the end. But if the devil keeps me trapped and keeps me wrapped, I need people around me that go, hey, Kelly, forget that. Let's go, girl, because you've got to be here at this time. I can't stay on a platform and I can't be able to speak if I don't turn up at the time they say Kelly speaks. Now, have a good day, guys. I'm going to mess around. And the reason that I'm doing this is because Amber is around. Now, Amber is meant to be a poet and she keeps getting dragged back into the reactions of everything around. Yes, you can. Amber needs to stay focused and continue with her rap. And so does Josie. Yes, I'll go and get the little paints. So anyway, I've got to get on. I've got to half all of these toys to a daddy's house and probably even be really nice and say, hey, Dean, do you want to come and take down the London bus? Take it up to yours and I'll just put a little sofa bed in here. Half of me thinks the best thing I could do is probably drop the boys off with their dad, give them some really good time to bond, even how long it is. And if the boys ring me, they can speak to me. If they need me, I'm there. But as a mother, it's just, I'm meant to be there. One of the main reasons that I've never been away and gone off and done some of the things. 1 week away from my kids. Oh, seriously. First time Graham did a full week. So anyway, nobody wants to be separated by halves. Children don't want two lives. They want two parents that work together, that it doesn't matter whether the children are 5.5 hours away or whether they're 5 seconds from you, that they're always in your heart. But I don't ever want to cross that line and go to knock and they're my children and find that all of a sudden I've been thrown into civil action. It's too scary. There's some fears you just don't want to face, things you just don't want to have to go through. And this is one I don't want to face. But if I don't, then I'll become a parent alienator and I be one of these women that I don't like. And I get to see all these fathers fighting women like me because we don't turn up with the kids. But how dare he leave and put all of his money into it and then expect me to be able to cover it. £57 to get up there, £57 to get back. So am I meant to stay up there now I can't even say where he is, so I can't even say to parents around, is there anybody up there that I could stay with so I can drop the boys off with their dad? Now, there is Durham University, is not far away. There's lots of work going on there with escorts. But how do I focus if all of a sudden I find that I'm also a mum who's facing a war with a dad? Now, don't war with me, Dean. It's really not funny when everybody here has seen everything going on. And if you turn out to be the father that now your children are dry at night, fed, the main foundations, and now you just want to be a play dad. I've seen this happen time and time and time again, that once the babies are done, it's no different than adopters looking for cute 2 to 5-year-olds. Now, please don't do this to me, Dean, because you're going to make yourself look bad. I want to be able to drive up in time for your son's birthday. I know that we can spend the time amicably for the sake of the kids, and I get to drive and come back, or maybe even leave the kids, knowing that for 5.5 hours and maybe a few days that I can get my shit together here. And who knows, we give up both houses and move together, or maybe we live our separate ways. But don't play with my mind, mate. Don't kick me off in trauma. And all to you people out there, don't. Just don't. It's not funny. It's not nice. It's not nice to feel this way. It's not nice to have to deal with the stretch of the reality that I never got the letter. It still sits with me now. It's still in my mind. I think about this every time. Even the post went today. I looked and I held it. Did it come through? No, it didn't. So then I have to battle and I have to be able to respond. So yes, I would love to drop the boys up, come back here and really make this happen. But can I have that peace of mind? Please. That would be nice. And also, can one of my really drunk friends at the moment, sitting in a van, sober himself up and come and give me a hand? That would be nice. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to drink my Lucozade. It's really fucking good for me. Don't bring me original Lucozade. It makes me sick. I don't like it. This is the only one I can drink. And occasionally I have to drink for vitamin C, lots of orange juice. I would rather be squeezing them myself. But anyway, I'm pissed off right now. My mind is completely split. Thanks to those who are with me and those that can see it. For I am not mad. I have not gone crazy, and I'm certainly not paranoid. But is it me that's got to rectify my behaviour within the land of social media? Or is it them playing games? Now, I don't mind taking personal responsibility. I said this to the judge in order to bring Aaron and Faith home to me. If this is something that I have done, then it is something that I can repair. But the fact that this is something that somebody else has done and they don't want to be held accountable or correct their ways, then I am stuck in a system problem that's not going to go away unless we step up, unless we stand forward, unless we write our statements and come forward, override our pride, override our shame, and come forward with our head held high. And we can, because at the end of the day, we were children and we did nothing wrong. We've grown up in adults where we have a choice, but the trauma has never been done. So separate from it now and move it away so we can face the realities of the perceptions that are true. Stop the media lying, MPs playing us, and businessmen trying to screw us. Let's have transparency, for we are raw and real people. And I don't want to be a poet. I just do this because it's better than trying to come on here and go... split myself into 3, basically. So I do it through skating, I do it through dancing, and I do it through MCing and many other ways. There's a lot about me that you don't know because EDS always gets in my fucking way. I could have been many things, but there's a subluxation and dislocation, and I've never had the right people around me. But if I did and they could crack my ankle or just put me back up, I want to go bungee jumping. I really do. Even Dean really wants to do it too. But like we said, what's going to happen? My chiropractor said this is probably not the best snap, crackle and pop, because it's about your ligaments, love, not the joints. So it might crack and crack, but you could really fuck it up. So anyway, whoever it is fucking about with my lives, I don't understand whether it's AI, a human being, or just a bot. Either way, you're just, what would you say right now? Pissing me off? So anyway, EDS, I can't get rid of you now. So today we're not going to dance because I just don't want to go out. But out I go. I don't know what time yet. I'm sure Amber now will get on it. She never understands whatever I fucking say, and I'm sick and tired of justifying every day. I have to do it every day and explain myself a lot. But actually, I quite like it because the Lord made me strong enough. An awareness this is about how other people live in the traumas that we have, and you can all judge me as it is. My children are screaming, you can hear them shouting me, what a selfish mother, while sitting on her live. But my children are very blessed. They have a wonderful life. All they want to do is sit on my phone and do a live. Everybody does. They always want the confidence, and they pull down the people that shine.
Mom!
Yes.
I want something on the phone.
See, point proven. See you later, guys. And hopefully I'll get back focused. But right now, I need a cleaner. Can somebody come and be my cleaner, please? If you live local and you want to come and keep me managed in my house and everything, please do. Because I just can't be bloody bothered. And I need a dishwasher. And I know Dean's trying. But, you know, that's, you know... Like, seriously, if I ever hear that anybody slag that man off, I'll have you by the throat. Do you know that? He's my children's father. Even I can't diss him. I'm just really hurt and mad. But please don't send him bad karma. The man's been through enough. It's good that he's got himself on his feet and he's in a house that he hopes that we'll go to. But I'm being stubborn. I got my heels down and I'm going to kick off and let him just... get on. But the children need to see their dad. They love him a lot. He didn't even come and see them before he went all the way up there, but he did speak to me and he did ask me to go, but I said I didn't have any petrol, and off he went. He go. I told him to. I said just go. He's made a decision, and this is a big leap for him as a man and a decision. So please, Dean, whatever it is that he may need to do, just let me work through my issues. And even if I have to sit outside his home, then so be it. I might even go down to the local police station and said, hello, my name is Kellie Cottam. I'm dropping my children off into your vicinity. If you intervene in any way of me actually getting my children, I'll kill you fucking all. Now, AI, go away. I know you're going to pull me up. But yes, should they? Because people really bully people through social media. There has to be some form of control. Some form of safeguarding, but we need the other side because everybody wants to live in joy and be happy. People are loving the shine a light here. People are absolutely adoring it. I have never seen so many people in Portsmouth out since lockdown. People are loving it. So shine a light in your area this weekend. Put up your lights. I don't know what you want to do about the Christmas tree. Maybe have a look at the traditions behind it. But our lights, we love the lights. We love the lights. They're beautiful, aren't they? And this is people's art, this is people's talents, this is people's expression. So, anyway, my children want to go to Explorer and I have a budget. I've already overspent Daddy's petrol and I've got Shiloh's birthday, who is 4 on Tuesday. I'm only on universal credits, and yes, I get sick pay. I'm not on PIP or disability or anything like that. I don't have organisations or charities that sponsor me. But hey, guys, look. Yes, I'm in my office.
I want to show you something.
What do you want to show me, kid?
Is this a real plant?
Is the what, sorry?
What is that?
No, it's a plastic one. It's a toy one.
What is it?
It's a piranha plant. Anyway, I have a read through the messages and comments. I can't do it while I'm on the phone. I thought someone just knocked on my door. Did the door just knock then, or was it you banging? EDS child. Do that with your arm again. Hold on to there again. Not that I should let... Now drop down again. Go on, do what you just did again then. Not that I should let you do this. No, with your arms. All the way down. That's it.
I was making that knock noise.
You were you?
Yeah, I was making that.
All EDS children do it. They swing on their arms, they pull them up, they rope around. They're just learning their own range of their body. You know what I mean? Faking it. See you in court.